Back with another review to test drive here. One of the ones I'm most excited about is the 2018 Ford F-150 Platinum Edition. Some of the new things that you will recognize right off the bat is the new grille. It's 2 bars, really reinforcing that built Ford tough reputation. I love the look of it. The LED lights are new as well, and the LED outer lights. Those are going to be really recognizable when you're on the road at night. All you see is the lights on a vehicle. Underneath the hood, we have a 3.5 V6 liter 10-speed automatic engine. You can also see here lots of lights on this 2018 model. Well, these lights are great for, say you're out on a construction job or any kind of job and it goes later than you expected. Sun sets, you need lights. There's lights equipped all over this truck. Another luxury item featured here on this truck is the keyless entry with the running boards that automatically pop out. And they go right back up underneath. You don't even have to account for an extra space here on the side when driving it. One of the coolest features on the back here, of course, is the automatic gate coming down. And then it's got a pull-out step for assistance getting up into the bed. It's even got a handle as well. How cool is that? That's super handy. Inside the truck, we're going to focus on the fact that it comes with a feature called Box Link. Now these are cleats that can go inside and attach to help anchor down with straps. It's got all kinds of hooks for straps, S-straps, ratchet straps. It's also equipped with lights inside. Again, lights everywhere on this vehicle. If you're pulling a boat late at night, sun setting, you have lights. If you're on the job late again at night, you have lights everywhere. Inside and outside, literally covers the entire truck. So Bill is taking us on a test drive because there's just so much going on with this F-150 Platinum Edition, and we didn't want to miss any part of it.
Yeah, Acacia, there's a ton of technology on this truck. It makes it fun to own, it makes it fun to drive, and you really have to know about everything that it has. A benefit isn't a benefit if it doesn't do anything for you. So as we've got lane keeping and blind spot information system, we've got available Wi-Fi hotspot in the vehicle, auto start stop because the truck just turned itself off as we're sitting here waiting for an opportunity to go. If you don't get out and actually drive it, you don't enjoy it.
Now you had told me earlier it comes back on so fast you don't even have a chance to put your foot on the pedal before.
That's right. As we were just sitting there, the engine shut itself off, and as it shut itself off, we're not wasting any gas. We have 0 emissions as we're waiting for the opportunity to drive. And as soon as I take my foot off the brake, even before I can put it on the gas pedal, the engine kicks back on. And if I was in stop and go driving that was getting annoying, then I could just hit this little button here and turn it right off.
I like that you have the option to not use it.
Absolutely. We get some people that, you know, they say they're old school, that they want to be in control of the vehicle, that they would never take advantage of the fact that the car can, literally it can drive itself to some degree. So we want to make everybody happy. You know, the technology is there, and for a lot of people as they're doing competitive shopping, if you don't have the technology, you're not going to be in that mix. But the stop and go adaptive cruise control, I can set not only the speed that I want to maintain with the cruise control, I can set the car lengths that I want to maintain as well. So if I like driving more aggressively and riding on someone's tail, then I can set it for a shorter distance. If I want to have a longer distance because I just don't feel comfortable doing that, then I can do it that way. I've set the cruise control to maintain a specific speed, and I've also set it to maintain a distance in front of us. So I'm going to get in some traffic and I'm going to highlight what that does. And I'm also going to show you how the lane keeping works as well as blind spot. All right, so I have set our adaptive cruise control, and I'll increase the speed just a little bit. I'm going to set it at 44 miles an hour, just 1 under the limit here. And as we go forward, if traffic starts to slow down in front of us, then the truck itself is going to slow down. And I'll show that by bringing my foot back. Right now, I don't have my foot on the gas pedal, and so I don't have it on the brake either. Traffic is slowing down. I'm not putting my foot on the brake yet. I'm not putting my foot on the brake. My foot's way up here. It's slowing the car down.
Wow.
It's stopping the vehicle. it stopped the vehicle. Again, this is my foot right here.
Wow.
The car has stopped itself. I mean, that's amazing. That is amazing to me. So again, I just use my finger to hit resume, and it's taking itself back up. I'm going to maintain the speed limit is 45. We're in an area where the police like to make sure that everyone's following the limits, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And as traffic starts to slow down, the truck will slow itself down. Now, this has a technology in it called pedestrian collision, because it has cameras and sensors in the vehicle. If somebody were to just step out inside in front of the truck, and we're going less than 50 miles an hour, it would absolutely bring the truck to a stop as quickly as possible to eliminate me hitting that pedestrian. And before we had that
Shall we try it?
Well, yeah.
Let's put the cameraman out there.
If I was driving my kids around, I'm sure my daughter would say, yeah, stick my little brother out there. But now, see, and again, I have it set to 44 miles an hour. We're going about 38, 39, because it's maintaining that distance between us and the car in front.
The difference, though, between the adaptive cruise control and the actual stop and go, or are they?
It's all part of the same system.
It's all interlaced, the same system.
Last year, 2017, we had adaptive cruise control, but if the vehicle was going to detect an accident or going to detect something, the traffic slowing, it would pre-charge the brakes, but it wouldn't actually apply them. So if I went to put my foot down on the brake pedal, I would have as much hydraulic pressure there to stop the vehicle immediately. Now, again, I'm not using the gas. I haven't touched the gas. I haven't touched the brake. I don't want to encourage people to think that they can just kind of get in and take a nap. But let's be honest, I'm not doing a whole lot to maintain this gap, to be aggressive. We have a 10-speed transmission that's in this truck. 10 gears that it's going to go between, and it's not going to go sequential. It's not going to go from first to second to third. It might skip from first to third to fourth based on what it needs. We're in fourth, and it just went to sixth and seventh and eighth. It skips the gears that it doesn't need. They call it the right gear at the right time.
What is the benefit of that?
The benefit is fuel economy. If you can use a wider range of gears to get the performance that you want and save gas at the same time, it's a win-win for everybody.
I would imagine that the lighter body from the aluminum also helps with fuel economy.
Yes, it does. The vehicle, when they redesigned the trucks back in 2015 to make them with a military-grade aluminum body and a high-strength steel frame, they set it up to have a lighter, more efficient truck. But at the same time, they've changed the technology that's available. Some of that technology is a little weighty. It can be heavy. So you don't want to decrease the weight, but then add something else that's going to take away the efficiency. I think most people keep it somewhere between 55 and 70. I'm going to decrease the distance between ourselves and the vehicle in front, and it's going to maintain that gap. Now, at the same time, I've got lane keeping kicked on, and lane keeping is going to keep us in the lane that we're supposed to. Now, if I decide to change lanes, I don't even have to turn on the turn signal. If I just steer the car, it's not going to fight me. But if for some reason I kind of let go and I just decide, the vehicle is going to drive itself, well, it actually will. I've got it set to alert and aid, so right now it's going to start vibrating, and it actually just pulled itself back into the lane.
Wow.
In fact, I am not controlling the vehicle. It's listing again to the left, and it just pulled itself right back in. Tell me that's not crazy.
That's creepy.
I will highlight, this has blind spot. Now, blind spot's been around for a little while, but if somebody is in my blind spot, and I'm not controlling the lane, I'm not controlling the gas, I've got everything set. My blind spot's going to show up here in a second. Oh, I'm listing to the right, and we've pulled ourselves back in.
Impressive.
Yep. Part of the blind spot is also blind spot that covers trailers. So if I connect a trailer to the back of this truck, it will go back to cover the length of the trailer, so I don't have to look back there and worry if my trailer's too far back, that if I get into that lane, I'm going to wipe somebody out.
Would you say that the lighter body from being aluminum affects the towing power?
No, not at all. In fact, it's gotten better.
Wow. Wow.
Since we've made the vehicle lighter, we have there's a total of 4 engines that are available on the F-150. The 3 top engines as far as fuel economy and performance are the 2.7 liter EcoBoost, which is a twin turbo V6, the 5 liter V8, which is not turbocharged, it's just naturally aspirated, and then you've got the 3.5 EcoBoost that we're in right now. And this one has, because they've changed the body and the frame and they've made everything lighter, since we're using even better power plants than we've had before, we have vehicles that not only get the better fuel economy, but they can tow more and haul more. Our max payload is better than anybody else. When you compare all the numbers, you know, everything from fuel economy to power performance and all the available and standard features that are in the F-150, no one else can hold a candle to what we can offer.
Enough of Bill talking. Even though he knows everything about it, I want to see what it's like for myself. I'm going to work up to letting it stop on its own. I don't trust it yet. So right now my opinion on driverless cars is, well, I don't really have one, and I don't really know if I trust it, but that's why I'm taking it out on a test drive right now to see how I feel about it. I know that this isn't a totally driverless car, but obviously it has way more advanced technology getting closer to it. So let's get up to speed. So far, the steering wheel handles nice, quick in its movements. As Bill was pointing out earlier over here, this lets you know when somebody's coming up in your blind spot, the blind spot assist. This one does not vibrate when somebody's coming over in your blind spot, though. I'm okay with that. We're gonna set 3 car lengths in between us to see if this does the stop and go accurately. It's slowing a little, I can tell. Well, that's not me. Now it's picking up speed. Let's see if the lane assist. I think we're veering not really anywhere so far. To the left. Oh, it just corrected itself. That was nerve-wracking. Now we're veering to the right and to the left. Oh, that's crazy. It's not too bad about messing with your senses. The lane assist definitely messes with you for sure. But it's doing a good job. Okay, enough about adaptive cruise control. I want to see what this thing can do. Right now we're going 90 miles per hour and it's still a smooth ride, but you can definitely feel that it's a truck and you can feel you're on the road, which I love that combo. Let's talk about the massaging seats. A great idea for when you're on a long road trip. Keeps the blood flow going. Slightly distracting, but it's really not that bad. And it's not painful. It's not a deep tissue massage. I'd explain it as like a Swedish massage, you know? It starts from under the hamstring till about the mid-back is where you can feel the massaging in the seat. Slowing down, obviously look how much length we have in between the next car. I can't let it do it. Ah, look at that! My foot's not on the brake. Now it's picking up speed. We've got a red light coming up. I want to see it stop completely to become a firm believer. That's not me. Would you look at that? All right, I'm hooked now. I believe now. Feet not on the brake at all. And we're stopped. Now to resume, you just hit the resume button and it'll take off for you. I keep expecting it to drive for me. Coming up to another stop, brake lights. And it maintained that car length in between. And you can specify how the car length you want in between. After driving it for a few minutes on the interstate and then country roads, city. I like it. Great truck, great features, great technology, good feel when you drive it. The stop and go is a pretty cool feature if you're into that. The adaptive cruise control is definitely very cool. And the lane assist blows my mind. Takes a little getting used to, but this is a truck of the future. So the comfort of this truck is great. The seat is spacious. You know, another thing that I recognize too, if you notice how it's not just one full piece of leather on the seats, they're different stitchings. That is going to help with the life of the leather. Less cracking, longer leather life. But not to mention it's also very comfortable. The dashboard is easy access to read. It's right at eye level, it's not in your way. The middle console screen is enough in your peripheral as well. If you look down here at this knob, I'm sure you've heard all of the raves about the trailer backup assist. What this does, you know, when I first saw it, my question was, why would I want to use a knob as opposed to a steering wheel? Well, that just seems extra, right? This, whatever you're using the wheel, you have to account for the different ways it's going to turn. It doesn't just turn to the left when you turn to the left. This knob actually accounts for the reality of which way you want the trailer, boat, anything you're towing to go. And that's what makes this so nice. Because if you look, it's a totally different demographic in 2017 that is buying these Ford F-150s. It's not just men working on construction sites anymore. It's everyone. It's mothers, it's daughters, it's a larger amount of women per se buying it. Men that live in the city that just like driving it around the city and just want a truck. They're really covering all areas of the demographic for different customers these days, and that especially for somebody who maybe has never towed anything and the other driver needs help. They're going to get out, they're going to see. This is super handy for someone who's never towed a trailer, a boat, or anything, first time. Bill said just the other day he had a female come in and buy the truck because she liked the look of it and just wanted a truck. So many people are seeking out F-150s for many different reasons than just its functionality. Although, so far with the 2018, all I can see about it is pure functionality in all of its new features. So we just got back from our test drive. That was amazing, so impressive, so many features. Tell me a little bit about the exterior features that set the Platinum Edition apart from others.
Well, the Platinum, being the highest level that we offer, just short of the Limited, has a different grille to it. If you look at the finish, it's got the Platinum sheen, and you've got the color matching fenders.
Yeah.
You can look from here and see a couple things that are not available on the regular F-150, like the cameras in the front and under the side view mirrors, and even some of the ones that are further back in the vehicle. But it just sits and looks better than some of our other F-150s.
Now, we all have heard rumors about the 2018 diesel engine coming out. What can you tell us about it?
Well, we know of the diesel. It hasn't come out yet. It's a 3-liter Power Stroke diesel, and it's supposed to be coming out about spring of 2018. We don't know any of the specs yet, so I couldn't tell you the horsepower or the torque. I know it's going to be better than what we've offered with the gas engines. We have to give people a reason to want to spend the money on a diesel. Diesels are usually more expensive than the gas engines, so we're giving a customer another option, another reason to stay with Ford if they want to be able to tow more, haul more, and get better fuel economy.
I like that. That's a great thing about Ford that I've realized. Like you said, it's not just extra money to spend, there's a reason for it.
Absolutely. Every feature has to have a benefit. It has to have a reason why it's worth parting with our hard-earned money. And if it doesn't do it, it's wasted time, it's wasted money. So we spend the money on the right things to make sure our customers do that as well.
Speaking of money, what is the base price on this thing?
Well, they start at $30,000. This one is equipped at about $65,000, and it can go a little higher if you want more features added to it. If you wanted a spray-in bed liner or a cover to go over the back, things like Wi-Fi hotspot, those would take it up just a little bit more.
And the aluminum body,
Absolutely.
it has, you know, many people have different opinions about it. Some like it, some hate it. What do you think? What can you tell us about it?
The aluminum body is not something to be feared. It's one of the things that I've been really excited on. I've now owned two of them. I have a 2015 and a 2017. I get better fuel economy. I have a lighter truck that's stronger. The metal that we use, the aluminum, is a thicker gauge than the steel that we used to offer. So you have a metal that's lighter, thicker, stronger, and I can be able to tow, haul, and do more than I was able to while getting better fuel economy. It's a win-win-win. It's stronger, so I can put something like a bed liner in the back, drop heavy stuff in and not worry about it like I would have dented up a steel bed before.
And of course, there's the benefits of no rusting.
Oh, absolutely. I grew up in a state where, you know, in California, you could keep a vehicle 20, 30 years and not have a single bit of rust on it. But now we have a truck that here in Indiana, you can have for that same time and it'll still look like it did in the beginning. We know our engines, we know our transmissions and our frames. They're designed to last. And now the elements have been taken out as a reason why you wouldn't want to keep a truck 20 to 30 years.
Well, thank you so much. Again, this was an awesome vehicle.
Absolutely. You're quite welcome. Thank you so much.
Thanks.